extras. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the merge to HDR feature. And the thing about the merge to HDR feature, one, it's actually quite hard to say, but you can use it with photos, but you can also use it with obviously anything. You don't have to use photos. In fact, you can use it to create really quite extreme colourful effects, like say with gradients, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. So with this video, to speed things up, I've actually pre-created the files. The key thing is you have to have files to actually work with, so you've actually had to save them. So all these files, 1.psd, 2.psd, 3.psd and 4.psd, have all been saved. So I've saved them, I've got them on my desktop, and they were created using the gradients. Basically just use a gradient, difference mode, and just apply different color effects just by dragging and dropping. So I'll just do that now just to quickly show you. So right, so just undo that. Next thing to do is go to the File, Automate, Merge to HDR Pro. Why it's still called Pro, I do not know, but anyway, maybe there was a basic version earlier. Right, so files now, add open files, that's the key thing. Temp tool doesn't really matter because obviously there's nothing there, it's going to try it, but it's not going to do anything. So just click OK at that point, and it will run through a few steps. See, just duplicate layer, etc, etc. It's just going through, you can see in the history. So I'll just do that for those 4 files, and once it's finished doing all that, come up with a little dialogue. Now obviously these are not photos, so it's no use whatsoever in that respect. So you can of course change these if you wish. You can change different settings, don't have to go with, does seem to be the way to make certain the OK appears. Anyway, once I've done that, click OK, and it will come up with this lovely dialogue, Merge to HDR Pro. And it's very much like the other HDR dialogue in Photoshop. So it's got the usual vast selection of options: edge glow, tone and detail, advanced, curves. I quite like the curves, just tweak it, very subtle. Of course, in this case I'm using mode 16-bit. You can go 32-bit, it removes all that. And it says here, complete toning in Adobe Camera Raw. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to go back to 16. I'm not going to do that step. So this is the final step. Right. I'm actually just going to go for a preset. That's the easiest way. And just going to go for saturated, surrealistic, high contrast. Or saturated. Anyway, obviously you can tweak it a bit more just down here. Change the curve. Again, modify it subtly here. Okay, so once you've actually done that, you can just click OK, and it's done. That's it. It's actually generated the image, and it will whir around a bit, and there you have it. You've got this very, very surreal sort of combination of multiple gradients in Photoshop. And of course, like I say, you can do it with anything, so you don't have to use gradients. You could use brushes, custom shapes, images, text even, and much more. I hope you found this quick tutorial of interest.